So, what if I told you an entire universe could be born not from some huge cosmic explosion, but from something as simple as a perfect cube? Today, we're diving into this incredible idea, the cubed universe, where math and imagination just collide.
Yeah, you heard that right. 27,000 worlds, all packed inside one cube. It sounds completely impossible, doesn't it? But trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one because we're about to challenge how you think about, well, the very building blocks of reality.
All right, let's get into it. Section 1. A universe in a cube. Our whole cosmos here, it starts with just a single seed. So, it all starts right here, with just one single perfect cube. Now, in our world, a cube is a symbol of stability, maybe even perfection. But in this universe, oh, it's so much more than a shape. It's basically ground zero for all of creation. So we have to stop seeing this as just a block. Think of it more like a portal to a whole cosmos of possibilities. It's a blank canvas, yeah? Just waiting for something amazing to be painted on it. Or maybe it's like a closed book, and inside are all these unwritten stories, just dying to be told.
Okay, moving on. Section 2, the first 27 worlds. So how do we get from one cube to a universe? How does that transformation even begin? Well, it all starts with a really simple act of division that gives birth to the very first layer of our new reality.
And the process itself is, it's beautifully simple. You just take that first cube and you divide each edge, the length, the width, the height, into 3 equal parts. And what you get is this perfect 3 by 3 by 3 grid. The result of that simple action is
27. Just like that, our one cube has become 27 identical smaller ones. But this isn't just a math problem, right? This is the first real act of creation. Each one of those little cubes is now its own world, its own distinct room in this, growing palace of the imagination.
All right, Section 3, the 27,000-letter addresses. So we've gone from 1 to 27, but now we're about to make another huge leap. And as this universe just blows up in size, a brand new problem shows up. How on earth do you keep from getting lost in all of it? Now we're dealing with a universe designed to hold not just 27, but 27,000 miniature worlds. It's just an incredible expansion. But that brings up the big question, right? With 27,000 places to go, how do you possibly find your way around?
Well, the answer, and this is the really cool part, isn't found in numbers. It's found in language. Every single one of those 27,000 worlds gets a unique Slovna address, which just means letter address. It's basically a coordinate system built from the alphabet, and the logic behind it is just so elegant. The system uses the 30 letters of the Serbian Cyrillic alphabet, and each address has 3 letters. So, 1 letter for the x-axis, 1 for the y-axis, and 1 for the z-axis. Simple as that.
So what does that actually mean? Let's do the math. You've got 30 different letters you can use for that first position, right? Then 30 possibilities for the second position, and another 30 for the third. So you've got 30 times 30 times 30. You get exactly 27,000 unique combinations. It's a perfect match. The number of addresses the language can create is the exact number of worlds the system can hold. It's just the stunning, beautiful fusion of language and geometry.
And this is where it gets truly poetic. These aren't just cold, sterile coordinates like x5, y12. No, they're evocative. So an address like ZLT might hint at a world of golden rivers. ZLT for Zlato, the Serbian word for gold. Or maybe MRK leads you to a dark, secret forest, for mrak or darkness. The addresses themselves are like little clues, keys to unlocking your imagination.
Okay, so let's move on to Section 4, a story coded inside. So we've got the structure, we've got the addresses, we know how it works. But this brings up a much deeper question. What if this whole universe isn't just an empty box? What if it's actually a vessel for a story? I mean, this is the ultimate question, isn't it? If you build an entire universe from the building blocks of language, it stands to reason that it might be trying to say something. So, what is the story that's woven into its very fabric?
I mean, what could it be? Maybe if you arrange the worlds in a certain order, it reveals an epic saga. Or maybe it's a deep philosophical text, a collection of poems. It could even be some kind of hidden prophecy, a message that's coded as intricately as our own DNA, with those letter addresses acting like the building blocks of a huge hidden story. Suddenly, exploring this universe isn't just about finding your way around anymore. It's a quest for meaning.
And that brings us to our final section, where math meets imagination. Let's just step back for a second from all the mechanics and just ask, so what? What does this all really mean? What's the deeper lesson here?
And this really gets to the heart of it all. What the cubed universe shows us is that structure and freedom, they aren't enemies, they're partners. Math and logic, they provide the rigid rules, the solid framework. But it's inside that very structure that imagination and poetry are set free to fill it with creativity, with stories, with meaning. It's a perfect symbiosis.
This whole concept is just such a powerful metaphor for so many things. It's like language itself, right? We have a finite number of letters, but we can write infinite stories. It's like a library or a massive database organizing huge amounts of information. And yeah, it's a great tool for visualizing abstract ideas. But ultimately, what it really is a testament to the absolutely boundless power of the human mind.
So in the end, the cubed universe kind of reminds us of this simple, beautiful truth, that the greatest wonders aren't in chaos or in rigid order alone. They're hidden in the union of the two, in that magical place where order meets creativity, where logic meets poetry. It's really an invitation to find the hidden stories in all the structures all around us.
And so our journey comes to a close. We went from one single cube to 27,000 worlds, and we saw how pure logic can build a perfect home for the imagination. And that leaves you with just one final thought to take with you. If you were the creator, what story would your universe tell?